The meaning of an X sign. Yamashita treasure signs. When it comes to treasure hunting, the X marker, or symbol, is one among the most commonly known sign around. It's because X is generally understood by many as the exact spot or location of your target. But when it comes to the Yamashita treasures, this is not always the case. The Japanese Imperial Army was quite clever enough to make their treasure signs a lot more complicated. Thus, it is always not expected that the item is hidden underneath or behind an X sign. Now, let's go over the different meanings of an X sign. As previously stated, an X refers to the precious hidden item or object. If the X symbol is used on a Yamashita treasure map, it commonly refers to the exact location where the treasure is hidden. However, if the X sign is engraved on the surface of a certain object, particularly an old rock or tree, then it may have a different meaning, especially when it is accompanied by some other signs. I have already given a good example about this in my other previous video, so I suggest that you go and watch it, in case you still haven't. In contrary, you may not believe this that an X sign can also be interpreted as the wrong or incorrect spot. The Japanese Imperial Army often use the X sign on this manner, rather than a marker for their hidden treasures. Many amateur treasure hunters have already fallen victims into this sign, where they end up wasting a lot of their effort, money, and time digging for nothing. The most dangerous aspect about an X sign is when it is interpreted as "do not proceed" or "do not continue." Such X marker can only be encountered under the ground, which gives a warning that behind or underneath the X sign is a dangerous trap waiting to be triggered. Again, amateur treasure hunters can easily fall victim on this kind of marker. Sometimes, an X sign is also used by the Japanese Imperial Army as a reference to a certain distance. It usually means 10 feet depth, or 10 steps away. Such X sign is usually encountered inside tunnels, moreover, X sign do really have a general meaning, but the best part about it is that it confirms that the area is positive with hidden treasure. And in most cases, an X sign is most likely accompanied by another signs, which can be along with it or nearby. But what if you searched and explored the area thoroughly, and you have not found any additional signs around? This can only mean that the X marker that you discovered has a treasure map. Anyway, if you have any questions with regards to this topic, then feel free to ask them on the comment form below. Moreover, have you enjoyed watching this video? If your answer is yes, and you are new to my channel, then you may want to subscribe, and hit the like button. You are also free to share to your friends, or to someone who may find it helpful. If you prefer a reading material about treasure hunting, then I recommend visiting my blogging website at treasurehunt.club. Thank you very much for watching, and happy treasure hunting!